You're not gonna believe you, man. Mayweather just got punched up, bro. Money Mayweather just got punched up, bro.
Just go dark and scam people. But as a person who hasn't been a victim of this, it's quite amusing.
You got to respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50 note that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah.
The boxing world is reeling after shocking news broke that Floyd Mayweather is being sued for an eye-popping $500 million. The reactions have been just as fierce as anything seen in the ring, one celebrated as Money Mayweather for his perfect record and luxurious lifestyle. The former champion is now facing serious backlash from fans, analysts, and even fellow fighters. Social media exploded with reactions ranging from disbelief to outrage. Some are calling it karma, while others can't believe someone so rich could fall. This far, one commentator didn't hold back, shouting, "He's an idiot." This story is playing out like a real-life boxing drama.
We're gonna get through this. That's tough because...
A court records and insider sources reveal that the $500 million lawsuit comes from a string of failed business deals, unpaid loans, and reportedly reckless financial decisions that Mayweather either ignored or badly mismanaged, though he spent years showing off his fortune. This legal bombshell has many wondering if it was all just facade. Some boxing experts now believe his relentless drive to appear like a billionaire may have finally caught up with him, leaving behind a financial disaster that could permanently stain his legacy.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
Mayweather Jr. is also under fire for his involvement in cryptocurrency promotions that reportedly led to major losses for his fans. A standout case involved Ethereum Max EMEX token, which Mayweather heavily endorsed during a high-profile boxing match and other promotional appearances. Despite his support, the value of EMX crashed by more than 99%, leaving many investors feeling deceived and financially hurt. Investigations have also tied Mayweather to several other crypto ventures labeled as rug pulls, where developers vanish and the investment's value collapses.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles gym have sparked significant backlash. Employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between 100 to 200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the financial trouble.
Well-known example was a Centrate Tech ICO in 2017. Mayweather was fined by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for not revealing he had been paid to promote it. Critics argue that Mayweather used his fame to push these deals without being upfront about his financial interests, causing many investors to lose significant money.
Mayweather is in the news again for all the right reasons. It's not about boxing. It's about his latest ICO promotion. And this is the third one that I've actually seen in the past couple months. I reported on an ICO that he was backing about a month or so ago. And then the time before that was before I started my little YouTube channel here as your crypto mentor 99. So this was from coindesk.com. Floyd Mayweather stumps for crypto card in latest ICO. And I'm actually somewhat familiar with Centra. That's the ICO that he's backing. So
this wasn't a one-time issue either. The pattern has sparked anger among fans and people in the crypto world. Some have even started calling him Scamweather instead of money. Mayweather, these repeated incidents have raised real questions about the responsibility celebrities have when promoting financial products and importance of honesty and transparency to protect everyday people.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt. So to see what coins you should be actually buying, be sure to follow me. But like I was saying,
Bad mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something.
Yes, we know, Floyd. You hustled Ethereum Max into people's wallets and then straight out. You weren't promoting financial freedom. You were speedrunning a rug pull. Don't believe everything you see online with these celebrities. They'll even sell their soul for a couple of bucks. They don't care if you go broke. They are already rich. You know what? We should call you Scamweather, not Mayweather.
UFC star Conor McGregor has publicly slammed Mayweather, accusing him of shady financial practices and claiming he built his wealth through dishonest methods. McGregor's comments come a series of legal disputes between Mayweather and several jewelers, who say the boxing icon didn't pay for expensive jewelry he bought.
Loads of them were calling other jewelers to come over and see him, and by the time they got there, there was a massive argument going on. People were pushing and trying to get to Mayweather and slap his head.
One major lawsuit came from a jeweler in Las Vegas who says Mayweather still owes $4 million for a $3 million diamond necklace he bought back in 2015. According to the suit, Mayweather made an upfront payment of $1 million and 6 payments of $100,000, but then stopped paying. The jeweler is now accusing him of breaking the agreement and unjustly benefiting from the deal.
Miami jeweler that goes by the name of Leonard Suleymanov is like, give me my money. Give me my money. So he is hitting Floyd Mayweather with a huge lawsuit. Y'all, we're talking about a cool $4 million for some luxurious watches and diamonds that Floyd supposedly forgot to pay for. Y'all know he forget to cash checks. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? He might have forgot to pay for it for real. So even, y'all tell me if I'm saying this right.
Another messy situation involved a failed transaction between Mayweather rapper Tyga and a jewelry broker. The three of them reportedly purchased high-end items from a popular jeweler in Miami, but didn't pay the full price. While these situations might seem minor on their own, together, they paint a troubling picture of financial mismanagement, suggesting a pattern of making big promises without following through.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally, a business that they may control bought it, and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheaper.
One of a disturbing allegation came from boxer Julio Von Davis, who was once mentored by Mayweather Davis, claimed that Floyd was once detained in Dubai over unpaid debts related to jewelry. If true, this would point to ongoing struggles with maintaining his lavish lifestyle. The man who once seemed invincible is now facing growing rumors of financial trouble that no flashy Instagram post can cover up.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is supposedly held hostage in Dubai. Vontae Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
There seems to be a common thread in Mayweather's financial behavior: buying luxury items, and then either delaying or avoiding payment altogether in Dubai. Several business contacts and vendors reportedly lost trust in him after repeated payment. A lifestyle built on borrowed time and appearances can only last so long. Even billionaires can't keep going if they refuse to pay what they...
Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them. Or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. So whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, a like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
David has also hinted that Floyd can't stand the idea of other fighters surpassing him. While that mindset might be common in the competitive world, it may also point to a deeper ego issue. Mayweather's reputation for wild spending on everything from private jets to luxury watches has started to raise more eyebrows and admiration, despite making over $2 billion during his career. It now looks like his financial house may not be as solid as it once seemed, with multiple lawsuits ongoing, exhibition fights, and constant displays of wealth. People are questioning whether he's financially secure or just try to keep up appearances. Critics argue that his obsession with being money, Mayweather, may have pushed him into making poor financial choices, harming the legacy he worked so hard to build. Appear to be, why do you want to
appear to be rich instead of be rich? I'm not into this. I mean, you just propaganda. It's just said he bought 400 million deal with the 62 flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that? Just live your life and enjoy. Nobody cares how much Bugatti you got. Nobody cares about how much Ferrari or how much watch your watch cost, 18 million, whatever. Nobody cares. These are all liabilities. As soon as you buy the watch, you can't sell it for 18 million again. It's not physically possible. It's not an asset. He's gonna go bankrupt soon. But anyway, I wish him all the best. It is what it is.
Living this way hasn't come without setbacks. Back in 2009, JP Morgan Chase Bank sued Mayweather, claiming he stopped paying a $415,695 loan for Mercedes Maybach 57s. They say he quit making payments in 2008. The car was repossessed, and he still owed over $167,000, while his income from boxing and exhibition matches has been enormous. This kind of lavish lifestyle makes people wonder if it's all sustainable. His famous quote, "When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best," once represented his dominance in the ring and business world, but now some say it reflects poor money management. As he continues doing exhibition fights, many believe the main reason is financial. Mayweather himself has said, "Money is more important than legacy," a statement that now has a different ring to it.
A quick heist. I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
One of Mayweather's former business partners revealed a shocking truth. Floyd was spending more than he was making, even during his best months. Whether he was pulling in $5 or $6 million a month, the spending was out of control. He ignored tax bills, regular expenses, and key payments. That kind of mindset made it impossible to maintain his fortune. The money quickly vanished, eaten up by constant, unchecked spending, despite earning over $2 billion during his career. His financial health is now being questioned. In fact, reports have surfaced of a bankruptcy filing that listed nearly $100 million in debt.
Who negotiates those deals? Me. Well, you gotta. I'm a little different from every other athlete and entertainer because I keep 100% of the revenue. That's never been done before. I'm my own boss.
There's no manager. There's no agent.
No.
There's no pimp for Floyd.
No.
Wow.
I have a team. And it's a little. I guess I'm lucky.
So you're negotiating that transaction yourself.
Well, exactly. This is how it works. They know my number because
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 million on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right?
Yeah.
But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence. Especially when like we were younger, we used to
look up to Floyd.
And what's he teaching the guys growing up? Well, spunk your money on
casino, dumb shit.
Work so hard to get it, and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not one thing. He keeps coming back doing exhibitions and that, bro.
Sure.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level of rich.
Mayweather's love for showing off is well known, but his recent appearance in Mexico City inside a bulletproof tank drew more criticism than praise. Meant to impress the over-the-top vehicle ended up being mocked online, with some comparing it to a video game stunt. People are now asking whether this kind of extravagance is just a sign of someone desperately trying to hold on to an image.
Come on. It's the money.
So is Floyd Mayweather's glamorous lifestyle proof of his lasting success, or a warning sign of deeper financial problems? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.